Hi everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to my WWE 2K15 Universe mode. This is episode 5 of the WWF Retro roster. As you can see, we have our first pay-per-view this Sunday, which will be Clash of the Champions. This will be the last weekly episode and we'll be building towards this pay-per-view. So we're going to start off by identifying our number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships. None of the teams have really come out as overwhelming competitors yet, so tonight we're going to have a fatal four-way elimination match. The man who wins that elimination match will go on with his tag team partner to face the Blade Runners at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. In our second match we'll have the Ultimo Dragon taking on the Dynamite Kid. Our third match will see Lex Luger take on Crush. Our fourth match will see Owen Hart, who will be facing Jake Roberts at the pay-per-view in his rematch for the Intercontinental Championship, and Owen will team up with his brother Bret Hart, who will be defending the WWF Championship against Hulk Hogan at the pay-per-view. And our main event of the evening will see Ric Flair teaming with the Great Muta to take on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Sting. If you've not seen my previous episodes, at the moment Ric Flair and Sting are in a pretty heated rivalry, as is the Great Muta and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So without further ado, let's get straight into our first match of the evening. So like I said, the first match of the evening will be Earthquake versus Animal versus Axe versus the British Bulldog. The winner of this match will go on with his teammate to face the Blade Runners at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. So here we go in this elimination match. All of these teams have shown signs of strength over the past few weeks, but they've also had low times as well. The Blade Runners is a very, very effective tag team. If you're not sorry, I've lost all my words here. I'm just trying to keep track of all this action going on. If you're not sure who the Blade Runners are, they are actually Sting and the Ultimate Warrior. So Sting will be pulling double duty at the pay-per-view. He will be facing Ric Flair in a submissions match, as well as defending the tag team championships against whoever wins this match. Animal throwing Earthquake into the corner, then following up with a chop. British Bulldog has control of, I'm pretty sure that's Smash. Animal had Earthquake up on his shoulder and drops him on the snake eyes in the turnbuckle. Now the headbutt to the spine of Earthquake. Earthquake just pushing Animal away. Animal straight back there with that atomic drop. Smash bringing British Bulldog up for the vertical suplex. Animal bringing Earthquake back to his feet. Smash is going for the pin, but only a 1 count. And Animal showing his strength with a backdrop on Earthquake. Earthquake with the punch to the stomach of Animal. And again Smash going for the pin over British Bulldog. Earthquake dropping Animal on the back, and now hitting that tilt-a-whirl slam. British Bulldog now pinning Smash, only a 1 count. Remember, this is elimination, so the last man standing will be going to the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. British Bulldog here with a pin, 1, 2, only a 2 count over Smash. Earthquake now seems to be building a head of steam here. Now just crushing Animal in the corner, coming back and hitting that big cross body. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Animal is out. The Legion of Doom will not be going to the pay-per-view. British Bulldog also pinning Smash. Bulldog has Smash up in the Gorilla Press and drops him. That's got to be all. 1, 2, 3, and it is. We are down to the British Bulldog and Earthquake. Either the Bulldogs. Oh, running power slam by the British Bulldog. The British Bulldogs have got to be going on here to the Night of Champions pay-per-view to face the Blade Runners. 1, 2, oh, Earthquake kicks out. The Natural Disaster's still in here with a chance. Oh, Bulldog just pile drivers Earthquake. That has got to be all again, surely. 1, 2, 3, and it is. The British Bulldogs will go on to face the Blade Runners at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. Big backbreaker there by the British Bulldog. This was the gorilla press. Just slamming him down. There was a pin after the running power slam. Earthquake got out of that, then British Bulldog straight in with a power driver for the second pin and the victory. The British Bulldogs are going on to Clash of Champions to face the Blade Runners. New #1 contenders. As you can see, Bulldog is very, very happy with that. It was very close for the Natural Disasters. It's going to be a fantastic match at the Clash of Champions. I can't wait. You'll have to tune in this Sunday to see what happens. So we now move into our second match of the evening. It's the Ultimo Dragon versus the Dynamite Kid. So we are underway here with the Dynamite Kid versus the Ultimo Dragon. Dynamite Kid must be partly distracted in this match. He would have seen in the previous match that he's now guaranteed a title shot at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. He would definitely be looking to get a victory here today and trying to build the momentum towards that match. Great matchup this between these two, both high flyers. Both spent a lot of time working in Japan. Dynamite Kid with the drop toe hold across the bottom rope. And now he's got him hooked in for a great pump handle gutbuster, going for the pin, but Dragon was far too close to the ropes. And now Dragon trying to get some control and hitting the chop block to the back of the leg. Dynamite comes flying out though, that sort of corkscrew drop kick goes to the pin. It's only a 1 count. Dragon screw by the Ultimo Dragon. And now that headlock takedown. Dynamite's back to his feet though, catches the foot of Ultimo Dragon and hits a dragon screw of his own. He's now always locked in an armbar submission here. Dynamite Kid's got the submission. Thinks he's done enough damage, releases the hold. Hits a hip toss. Gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and he's got it. Dynamite Kid gets the victory here over the Ultimo Dragon. Building momentum to go into the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. Him and his tag team partner both with victories tonight. Great result for Dynamite. Ultimo Dragon will be disappointed with a quick loss here. But that victory is vital to Dynamite's momentum. Now we move into our third match of the evening. It will be Lex Luger taking on Crush of Demolition. So here we go into our third match this evening. Lex Luger and Crush. Crush taking an early advantage with them big thrusts. And now just pinning Luger down and laying more punches to the face. As Luger just ejects Crush from the ring and just spears him off the apron. Luger taking no more of this crap. And he throws Crush back into the ring. And just elbows him across the face. Luger makes his way back into the ring himself. But Crush was there waiting for him. Catches the leg, spins him around and hits him with a clothesline. And now locks in a camel clutch on Luger. Luger Managed to break it. Crush spinning him round. Throwing him into the corner. Hitting that clothesline. Going for the pin. Oh, sorry. I've done a drink and everything went down the wrong way. Lex Luger with a belly-to-belly slam. And now the elbow to the face of Crush. And now elbows to the shoulders of Crush. Crush makes his way back to his feet. Luger twisting the arm. Crush with a boot to the stomach though and hits the atomic drop on Lex Luger. Crush on him is going to go for the camel clutch again, but Luger's very, very close to the rope. Surely he can grab that one to the side of him. Which he does. Referee makes Crush break the hold. Crush throwing Luger into the corner with some force. Luger bounces back. On Luger, the boot to the stomach of Crush. Hits a big DDT. A knee to the back. It's Luger maybe setting him up for the torture rack. Went for a clothesline, but Crush reversing. Oh, and Luger with a big boot though. Crush is back up with a clothesline. Brings Luger back in. Gonna go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. He's got him. The big clothesline by Crush was enough to finish Luger off. Great victory here for Crush. There was the DDT by Luger. And the big boot as well. But Crush hits that huge clothesline. And that was enough to finish Lex Luger off. Big win here for Crush. Against the odds, I think, really. Great win for Crush. As you can see, he's very, very, very excited by that. Crush is asking who is next. So here we go into our fourth match of the evening. We have the WWF champion Bret Hart and his brother, the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Owen Hart, take on the #1 contender for the WWF Championship, Hulk Hogan, and the Intercontinental Champion, Jake the Snake Roberts. So here we go. Here we're going to start off with Owen Hart and Hogan in the ring. Hogan twisting the arm of Owen Hart and then just an elbow to the back of the neck. And now an elbow drop to a grounded Owen Hart. The two #1 contenders starting this match. And we see the Intercontinental Champion, Jake the Snake Roberts, there in the corner. Jake will be facing Owen Hart at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. Looks like Owen was going for a pin there, but Hogan chased him down and hit that running DDT. But Owen fighting his way back to his feet. Now gets hit with that back chop and then a crucifix by Owen Hart, who again makes it across to Bret Hart and makes the tag. Bret makes his way into the ring. These two guys will face each other in the main event in the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. Remember last week, Bret Hart defeated Hulk Hogan in a tables match for the WWF Championship. It's an elbow drop to the back by Bret Hart, followed by another one. But Hogan comes back with that Russian leg sweep. Now Bret Irish whipping Hogan across the ring. He comes back and gets hit with that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now Bret just throwing Hogan's arm into the ring. Hogan's back up. Bret makes his way outside the ring. Hogan brings in his partner Jake Roberts, who power slams the Bret Hart. Bret comes in and just Hogan comes in, just takes Owen Hart out. And Hogan's leaving. Hogan is just leaving his partner, Jake Roberts. Here, he came in the ring, took out Owen Hart, and is just left. He's left Jake Roberts to it. Jake Roberts has been left with the WWF World Champion and the #1 contender for his Intercontinental belt, Owen Hart, in a 2-on-1 situation. I've just lost for words. Why is Hogan left here? Bret now just punching the side of the head of Jake Roberts, and surely this is just a matter of time now. Big knee to the face by Bret. Chopping Jake in the corner. And hitting that springboard Bulldog. You can see Owen Hart wants into the ring. He wants to get the pin over his opponent at Clash of Champions. Although Jake fighting back now. Hits a power slam on Bret Hart. Pulls him into the middle of the ring. It's going to go for the pin. Only a 1 count. Bret kicks out, but Owen was there. Just itching to get involved. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Bret Hart. He brings Jake back to his feet. And Irish whips him just clear out of the ring. The Hart Foundation here just doing whatever they like to Jake Roberts. Bret here just manhandling him around the outside. But Jake Roberts goes back with that running DDT. He picks Bret back up. Throws him back into the ring. Just an elbow to the face of Bret. Jake makes his way back into the ring. Oh, and he just spears Owen Hart off the apron before Bret can tag. Is this Roberts' opportunity to win this match here? Belly to belly slam, but Owen Hart's back up on the apron. Roberts goes for the pin. 1, 2. Again, Owen would have been there. And Owen is there with the punches, but Jake blocking it off. Jake's doing his best here in a 2-on-1 situation to try and fight back. But the two Hart brothers are just too much for him. Bret now. Springboard. Bulldog. Bret rolling him over for the pin. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Jake Roberts loses here. However, he was left high and dry by his teammate, Hulk Hogan. Only a 2 count. And again, there's the 3 count from the springboard Bulldog. And here we go into our main event of the evening. It is Ric Flair and the Great Muta taking on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Sting. Here we go, we are underway here. We're going to start off with Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair in the ring. All 4 of these guys will be involved in the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. Sting will be involved twice. He'll be defending his tag team championships against the British Bulldogs, and he will also be facing Ric Flair in a submissions match later in the evening. And we also know that the Great Muta will face off against Ricky Steamboat at the pay-per-view as well. Ricky Steamboat just slamming Ric Flair's knee down on the mat there. This is really the last chance for these guys to do any damage to each other before that pay-per-view. Ric Flair bringing in the Great Muta. These two guys can go at it now. They will be facing each other at the pay-per-view. Great SDO there by Ricky Steamboat. He brings Muta back to his feet. It now looks like he's got him locked in for a vertical suplex. Holds him there for a few seconds, lets him think about it, then drops him down hard. Great Muta around the back now with a back rake on Steamboat. And now Steamboat going for the quick roll-up pin. Could this be all? 1, 2, only 1 count. Ric Flair was in quick enough to break it up, and now Flair just getting a quick bit of offense in on Ricky Steamboat there. But Steamboat was playing possum in the corner waiting for Muta. But Muta with a kick to the stomach and a clothesline takes control back. Gonna go for a pin here. 1, only a 1 count. Drop kick to the knee by Muta. Steamboat back to his feet, and he looks like he's going to go for a neck breaker. And he hits the neck breaker. Steamboat across to bring in his partner Sting. Sting dropped there with the atomic drop. And again a second atomic drop. Looks like Ricky Steamboat is leaving here. Ricky Steamboat has left his partner Sting high and dry. We're seeing some sort of trend here. It happened in the last match. Hogan left Jake Roberts high and dry, and now Sting is being left high and dry by his partner. Sting now faces off against Ric Flair and the Great Muta all on his own, but Sting with a Stinger Splash is going for the pin. 1, 2. Great Muta comes in and breaks it up. The numbers game already playing into the advantage of Flair and Muta, and now Flair just with the chops to the chest to Sting. But Sting fighting back. He's got to be in the Scorpion Deathlock. Remember, these guys are having a submissions match at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view, but Muta's there to break it up quickly. And Flair just throwing Sting over his head. Could we see Sting lock in the Scorpion Deathlock at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view? And now Flair's just eager to get out of the match. Muta comes back in. But Sting now fighting Muta off. And locks him in the abdominal stretch again. Looks like he's just trying to send a message to Flair by locking in another submission. But Flair's back in now, and he's got a hold of Sting. And now Flair and Muta working together well. Muta locks in the submission hold, dead centre of the ring. He's got the arm locked. I don't think he quite had enough of it. Sting just straight back on his feet there, but eat to Bulldog from the Great Muta, who goes straight for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Sting kicks out. And the gutbuster by Great Muta, and I think that could be all. The numbers game has caught up with Sting finally. 1, 2, 3, and it is. Ric Flair and the Great Muta come out on top. But why did Ricky Steamboat leave Sting all by himself? Why? That's the question we'll all be asking. Of course, it will be different at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. It won't be the numbers game. It will be Sting one-on-one with Flair. Muta won't be there. And there was the pin after the gutbuster. Well, that wasn't the pin after the gutbuster. This was the pin after the gutbuster for the 3 count. Oh, and Sting. Ricky Steamboat tried to come back, and Flair and Muta just cleaned the house with chairs. These two guys standing tall, and will they be standing tall at the Clash of Champions pay-per-view? We'll have to wait and see. So make sure you tune in for that. That will be done on Sunday. So that has been the end of this episode of the WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. This has been the WWF Retro roster. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've been Shabby Gamer, and see you next time.